Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Dearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends. And remember, no matter who you are valid. Welcome to this brand new day. Hokey smokes, for once again, I have placed my tablet in a non-standard position for a non-standard view. It is a gray day. It was raining earlier, and so when I went on a walk to Walmart, because I needed to pick up some actual things to eat, it was misting where it wasn't actually raining, but if you held up your umbrella enough in front of your face, you'd catch most of the mist in the air on your umbrella. You're still walking into mist, and of course the rest of you got wet, but it wasn't actual rain. And then coming back, it was all done, and then since I've just heard cars driving around. So I think the rain might actually be gone for the rest of the day. Thumbs up for that. But past that, I have stayed in. I got up earlier this morning than I have been getting up of late, but I haven't done much. I have had to go through and do the click-through page again for my PlayStation 4 because so many times I've had to do it for my computer. I know it's going to have to do it for the PlayStation, and son of a gun it did. So thumbs up for that. Yay! Past that, I really haven't been doing much. The weather and my seasonal affective disorder combined with just my regular cyclical depression have all combined to make it absolutely no fun for me this year. And I gotta go talk to my doctor here. Looking at this, that's like my jaw and like bone and stuff, but that just looks like maybe it's not healthy. I don't know. I could be wrong, and it might be just the shade from the light, but maybe not. Anyway, though, I have been just existing. I did what I could yesterday, and then I've done what I could this morning. I have been thinking about my setting, and I'm going to be talking some more about that. I still have some things in the mail. One of them, of course, is the core for the final girl. And then there's another game that I keep forgetting the name of, where it has been printed. It's going out to the shippers so that it can come to me. Now, I'm going to talk about this because I see it in a lot of games, and I am a weird old duck. I don't act the way a lot of advertisers would like, and thus I am not the target demographic for a lot of things. Haven't in my whole life, but of late it has really become solidified in a lot of my behaviors, in that if there is a product that is made available, but not all of the product is made available, that offends me deeply. Now, what I mean by this is, let's say there's a Kickstarter where they're going to have a board game, but if you were one of the backers, you got an expansion for the game. Nobody but the backers got this expansion. Nobody but the backers ever will, because they're not going to reprint it for anybody. So there's a bit of game that's out there, it's available, it's canon, but you can't play it. This offends me so much. It doesn't make me want to back things so I can be a part of this. It just makes me say, and I have done this for so many things, well, I'm just not interested in your product at all. And at that point, I don't care about them as a company. I don't care about their products. And I've done this to physical products and to software products, where if you do this, you offer something that will not be available for just everybody to purchase, boom, I no longer care about you or your product. In fact, I will actively avoid products from your company, and if there's a developer that was a part of that, I will actively avoid that developer from that point onward. That is just something that it irritates me so much. Now, I don't know if that's what's going on with The Final Girl third season, because C4, Ceephor, showed off a Krampus versus Mrs. Claus for Final Girl. And if this is only available for Kickstarter backers, then I may never play the Final Girl games that I have. Because if there is game stuff that's not available for everyone, that's only available for backers, I no longer care about the Final Girl game line. I'm just that way. I don't choose to be that way. I have just discovered and been able to put words and guidelines to, oh, my behavior does this. Excuse me. So for my sake, I hope that's not true for Final Girl. I know that's been true for, like I say, for other games, whether it be digital or physical, and it has just, I don't care anymore. I don't care. I will no longer care. There's one channel I watch called Dungeon Dive, where the guy talks about all sorts of things, and talks about some things that are really good looking games. But I look them up, and they're not in print. I don't watch any more of his video because I can't buy the game. I don't care. If he's reviewing games where you can't get it all because only backers got, I turn off the video because I don't care. There's one game that looks like, and I'm not sure, I'm still investigating it, it's a small game that's like called The Wailing. And that it seems that there's a product called The Wailing Land. That it's a part that goes, it's a part and parcel of this, but only backers got that. Game looks interesting, but I've stopped watching the video. And I've been trying to find out, because if The Wailing Land is something that only backers got, I'm not going to go back to the video because I no longer care. So, yay for my brain. The other thing is, I have been thinking about a lot of things, and one of them, of course, is parts of my setting. And one of them was, I use the name Marbden because it's stupid, and then UnderMarb, I actually like how the Marb part of that sounds, and then the under, that's just, it's a metaphorical, analogical? It's an analogy, it's a metaphor, it's as close as you can get for translations. The people use a language that is not ours, and so you have to get close. And one of the ways that they use in their pictographic language is, there is the city of Marbden, and then in time there is an underground that is the city under Marbden. And you show that in the ideographs with the city, and then a dividing line that signifies under, and then the signifier again for town. So it is town under Marbden, UnderMarb. And so thumbs up for that. But I've been thinking a lot about this setting, because after all, UnderMarb is the multiverse written smaller, even so. Now, that sounds really weird. But in the setting that I have, there are the multiverses. When you bring it down further, with the inside, outside, and the razor's edge, the inside and the outside are the razor's edges written small. Marbden and UnderMarb are on a layer on the razor's edge, and it is the multiverse written even smaller. UnderMarb is effectively infinite in size. And it's I don't even know the word for this one. If you separate two openings into the caverns underneath far enough apart, they will never intersect. They will spread out here, this one will spread out here, but they are separated enough. They don't connect. UnderMarb is just, it is non-Euclidean in this fashion, it is effectively infinite in this fashion. Now, I can't remember where I was going with this, so I'm trying to remember Marbed and UnderMarb, because I've been thinking about UnderMarb and Marbed, and yes, because UnderMarb rewards the right attitudes expressed. Because just like if you're on the razor's edge and you want to find something in undifferentiated space, if you're just heading out with an attitude, you can find what you're looking for. Like if you want to find, say, an abandoned outpost to have an adventure in, you walk through undifferentiated space, which when you get X number of meters around you, drops out of its superposition, so you're always in the middle of a large circular area of stability. But if you want to go towards a rocky area, Rocky Mountains area, where the outpost would be, you walk toward rocky areas with this in your head. You will eventually find what you're looking in rocky mountainous areas, even if you were walking on a beach in the beginning. UnderMarb is like that as well. Now, I would not be one of those who was rewarded by UnderMarb. When I play computer games, even though I crave what the computer games are offering me, I am also afraid of the things inside. Combat is an essential part of these kinds of games, but I don't like combat in these games. I get worried. I get frightened. I have to burp. And especially, where we have boss battles, I dislike boss battles for different reasons. I think they interrupt the flow of a game. I do not like boss battles. But I dread combat in a lot of places, well, most of them, and I don't like boss battle combat. So combat is not something I like. And even though adventure leads to uncertainty, which can lead to combat, which leads to uncertainty, stress, and in some cases in these games, death, I crave it in a game. But IRL, I have never liked camping. I like having electrical lighting. I like indoor plumbing. I like heat. I like beds. I like stoves. I like entertainment devices. I don't like sleeping bags, going off into the bushes if you have to empty your bowels, eating stuff that you've hunted and had to kill and skin so that you can eat. I don't like the idea of being underground in a bag with my stuff next to me, where I don't know is off in the branches of the corridors that I am in. What is past there in the darkness? I don't know. But I need to go to sleep for 8 hours. I don't like that. I crave adventure in games, but those sort of situations still make me feel sick with tension. I would not be rewarded by UnderMarb. But if you're the kind of person that dreams of adventure and you're ready for it, where you can barely sleep because of the butterflies in your stomach, because you want to charge out there into the darkness past your campfire, UnderMarb will reward you. If you're the kind of person that you're standing at the entrance to the arena, you're wearing just a loincloth, your opponent is wearing a loincloth, and they've got a sword. If you pick up your sword and you walk into there, you could die, hacked to death by that other person with a sword. It is a death that will be, well, painful, likely last a lot longer than you would like. It would be undignified and horrible. But the purse for winning is a lot of gold. take you through a year if you're frugal, 6 months if you're normal, and hey, a month or two if you do your normal habits. So of course you're gonna want to spend. You could do all that. You could die. You could get that purse. If you're the kind of person that says, oh yeah, picks up that sword and then strides into the arena with a grin on your face, UnderMarb will reward you. Because if there's a machine that makes swords, and you're just interested in pressing the button to make a sword so that you can get your bunch of swords off to the people who collect it so that you can get paid, you're not really going to be rewarded by UnderMarb. You're just pressing a button. But if you're curious how these machines work, you will find close to that area books that will start teaching you about stuff. And the more you learn about what's happening, the more you learn about how manufacturing works, how electricity works, how computer stuff works. So eventually, you learn how those machines work, what the pieces are that they are, the templates they get, the juice they get to squirt out and make the parts they print, the components. You will be rewarded by UnderMarb. So UnderMarb will reward you if you are curious and you care. But if you're just pressing a button or you don't like adventure, you're not going to be rewarded by UnderMarb. You're not going to be harmed by it, but it's not going to aid you either. So son of a gun on that. My recording here changed color, so I'm hoping I'm not going to run out of battery power anytime here soon, so I'm going to have to cut this one short. I am hoping to get some sort of game video done, whether it be Tin Helm or something like Die in the Dungeon. I am hoping to get something like that done today. If not, maybe another game book. We shall see. But until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is indeed, my friend, a very good thing. Now to take my stylus and tap the on-screen button to stop recording and find out why my screen changed color, and hopefully my battery is not almost dead. Hokey smokes. I just thought I'd show another here's how I live. Not that it's particularly sloppy or fascinating. I've updated my PlayStation 4, and so it goes online, of course, and it's updated the latest software. There's my laptop, there's the candy, and other things that I have bought. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And then, of course, oh, the floor is a mess. I need to pick that up. I've been actually sort of slow to do that. I've got a little black spider that's been running around on the floor for like the past week, and I don't want to squish the spider, so I've been trying to be very careful. And then, of course, there's just all this stuff, that up there, the portal into the mystical world. If I can hold the tablet correctly for that. Yeah, it's hard to do. There we go. And then, of course, just everything around here. You know, my walker, a box that I got to get rid of, my bed, stuff that I pile on it, because until it's bedtime, that's just a place to pile stuff. And then, of course, we're back here with the frosting to put on the cake slices and the cookies. I need to lose weight. I wonder why my weight is an issue right now. It's a mystery. We may never know.